and welcome to Two All Farts in a Cart, Season 4, Episode 12. Can you believe that?
All the way to 12.
All the way to 12 right here, though. All right, Coach Toney, beautiful day today. We're getting a little bit of breeze right here. We're playing a different course today.
Playing Palmetto Hills and outside the big town of Packlet, where I grew up.
And when they say hills, we've hit a dozen uphill shots
Maybe
today.
more than that, Coach.
And it's been kind of interesting with that. All right, Coach Toney, we're going to hit on this one real quick right here. The Chanticleers, can they do it again in Omaha this year?
Coach, I wouldn't count against it. But I tell you what, if they're gonna do it, they're gonna have to be one of the SEC's best, either Arkansas or LSU, one of the two. It's gonna be tough.
Got a great opportunity there in the winners bracket right now to get into that best of three series. So, and when you never know, because they won it a couple of years ago, so they got that mentality and spirit and support there. I'd love to see them do it again.
Well, I'd love to see them too, but I have to admit I'm a Tiger fan, but I'd like to see them and the Tigers play. Boy, that'd be a humdinger.
That will be a good one though. So
or Arky.
I saw a couple of the football polls that were out this week, and they got your Tigers ranked number 4. What do you think about that?
I think it's too high. I think as for per ranking, around 8th or 9th. Because I tell you what, it's going to be something. See how many teams going to make it to playoffs.
They got the Gamecocks preseason number 13.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right, or is that too high or too low, or what do you think?
I tell you what, starting out, I think that's good to start out about that. But you know, at the end of the season, with that CFP committee, you want to make sure that you're in that top 10.
We'll be back in just a minute to talk some more about talking season, and we got to maybe see if we can come up with some more odds and ends, wacky questions here that you can ask me and I can ask you, though. You're watching the Coach's Corner on Cox Sports Broadcasting. Be back in a minute. All right, Coach Toney, talking season is upon us here. That we have been credentialed for the SEC Media Days coming up, the third week in
July 14th through the 17th, 18th, something like that.
And then we've been credentialed also for the ACC Media Days. Our day that we are planning on going or wanting to go is the Monday for SEC, and tell us who's on our roster that day.
Okay, that's going to be a good roster on that thing. Brian Kelly, Lane Kiffin, Shane Beamer, and Clark Lee. That will be July 14th's headline.
And Coach Toney, like you said, there will be a rooster on that roster, and that's Shane Beamer.
That's right.
You didn't realize it, but you cracked a funny on there. And looking at the day that we are anticipate maybe going to the ACC, I know 2 of the coaches that day will be Bill Belichick and Dabo Sweeney.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, won't it?
That will be interesting to see. And then we've got our dates now that hopefully all of our sweat, hard work, and everything will help us to get ready for Birdies with Beamer. We know it ain't gonna matter because Shannon Sharp always finds a way to win. I don't know if it's on the up and up or not, but he always posts crazy numbers under par.
It's always been like that for the last 7 or 8 years.
I think he must buy 2 mulligans per hole. He's got the money for that, though. But I don't know
got the fancy golf cart, too.
Well, he got run off for that, but told him to bring that thing back because he was parking it on the green when he drove that motorcycle-like thing there.
Yeah.
And I think that has been banned from competition right there. So, but he always has Harold Green playing with him.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
And
they shoot astronomical scores.
And I don't care who the other 2 are on that team. They don't need to be on that team because they're just going to ride along and enjoy the show playing with 2 former NFL players. I think that's
I tell you what, there, Coach, that wouldn't be a bad team to play on, would it?
No, but you have to be a hand pick to play on that. I mean, we're 2 pompers. We usually play. You know, back in the day when it was Spurriers, you know, I played with the offensive coordinator one year, Mangus. I played with Lorenzo one year with Wami. I played with the defensive coordinator, John Hope, but today when we play, we're doing good if we actually get to play with an equipment manager or somebody like that. So,
well, I tell you what, be able to play down there and do all them heats and all that other stuff go with it. Hey, I'm all for it.
It'll be at Cobblestone, and it will be July the 30th, and we will continue to play our practice 2 all farts in a cart rounds, although we're getting pretty good at this right now.
Anyway, we're doing a whole lot better, Coach.
I think
everybody is.
And I told this story to a lot of people that I've been struggling ever since I had my surgery 12 years ago, I believe it was. Been embarrassing, and I want to thank you for being patient with me, but finally getting to be able to actually play and not be embarrassed playing, because I went through a lot of embarrassment and frustration over the last 12 years.
You have, Coach. You made tremendous improvement.
But I didn't want to give up. I wasn't going to give up.
I told people too, I've been playing golf for 60 plus years, and it hadn't really changed a bit. Hey, I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm not.
And welcome back to our final segment today of 2 Old Farts in a Cart, Season 4, Episode 12. Coach Toney, nice breezy day today. I know it's supposed to be in the 90s.
Hey, you're right about that. But it's supposed to be about 90 with I didn't know about this breeze. It sure didn't feel good most of the day.
All right, we're going to play hodgepodge right now. We got a hodgepodge of questions. I'm going to let you ask me the first question.
Okay, first question. How's your golf game, Coach?
Coach Toney, I've been working hard for 12 years, ever since my surgery, to try to get my game back to be competitive again. And God, you've been with me every step of the way. You know how much I've struggled and how hard it's been, though. But God, I feel pretty good right now. I feel good. I feel like I can control shots where I want to hit them now, instead of hoping in there, that I can actually play them, and I feel competitive again. And I appreciate your patience in helping me on this 12-year struggle to try to get my golf game back again.
I know how golf is. Like I said earlier, I've been playing for about 60 plus years. I haven't gotten any better over those 60 years, and then on the other hand, I haven't gotten any worse.
All right, Coach Toney, Father's Day was this week. You are wearing one of your Father's Day presents, and I like your shirt here. I think we got on 2 colorful shirts today.
Hey, I appreciate it. We're trying to be like who's some of them exotic golfers?
I don't know. What's his name? Fowler? Is Fowler, Ricky Fowler?
Yeah, Ricky Fowler.
He wears some wild colors and stuff like that, though. So,
how to dress for success there, Coach Cox.
There you go. To me, I like fun, happy colors, whether it's shirts, whether it's shoes, or whatever. If I dress wearing something happy, then that helps to make me happy.
That's right. How to dress for success. You're right.
All right, Coach Toney. Well, let me throw one for you right now. Let's see what I can pull out of the bag here. As far as I had a few in my mind just a second ago, though.
You had a senior citizen momentary lapse.
I am. I sure am.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
I give you a mulligan on that one.
Would you rather go to Charleston or Myrtle Beach?
Charleston.
Okay. Because, last time I went to Myrtle Beach is when me and you went 12 years ago in South Carolina and Coastal Carolina.
I remember that vividly, and the Gamecocks ended up winning that regional. Both games were what? Like 2-1, something like that.
I believe that was 15 years ago, because that was 2010.
Yeah, that's right.
That's 15 years ago, though.
And the reason why I like Charleston, too, I love that she crab soup there, Coach. I love that stuff.
Okay. Would you rather go mountains or beach?
A lot has to do with seasonal thing. Right now, beach.
Okay. It's hard to beat the beach. Yeah. I think I'd take the beach.
That's right.
Pretty much year round on that, though. All right, you fire another one. Okay,
Coach. In regards to golf, what would you say your favorite club in your bag is? It could be an iron or it could be a metal wood.
I got 2 right now. I've got my favorite club right now is my driver. I'm feeling really good about that, of the way I'm hitting my driver. And my second favorite club I like to use is my 5-wood, my hybrid 5-wood. How about you? What's your favorite?
I tell you, well, the D stick, because I think I've driven pretty consistent over the month's time with that. And my other club, which I like, but it's up and down like a yo-yo, is my Adams Tight Lie Metal 4.
Okay.
I like that too.
And I'm going to throw in one right now that's starting to gain popularity is my wedges. My sand wedge and my pitching wedge. That I'm starting to feel pretty good with my approach shots with those clubs right now.
Well, if you ever watch the Golf Channel, they almost guarantee a wedge. I believe it's a 56 degree, and it will hit great every time. Of course, you can't never tell about some of those infomercials.
All right, Coach Toney, cake or pie?
Pie.
Pie. My wife got me for Father's Day a pistachio ice cream pie from Baskin Robbins.
Oh, I bet that was delicious.
I'm still eating on it. She said, "Here, you can eat all of it." I'm not eating any of it, so I've gotten about halfway through it. Right Well, that's gonna go ahead.
Yeah, is that some of sugar highs?
Yep, some of those sugar highs.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here today. That we're getting ready to head to see our buddy JC at the Spice. That's where we go post-round golf for 2 old farts at the Spice. So we will see you again somewhere next Wednesday. Until then, he's Coach Toney. I'm Coach Cox. Have a good day.
Have a great day, folks.
Bye-bye.